I would recommend, rather than just eating one big meal, okay, consume 2 meals or maybe even 3 smaller meals in your eating window. So let's say, again, on Thanksgiving, most people are breaking they're consuming their first meal, let's say around midday, somewhere between 12 and 2. So you might have a second meal, like a second portion, I guess you could say, at, let's say, 3 or 4, and then a third portion at 6 or 7. And what you do there is, I would recommend with each portion, consume anywhere between 30 to 50 grams of protein. When you consume the protein, that helps stabilize your blood sugar levels. And that's really key for helping reduce cravings. So get your protein in, make sure you prioritize protein. With one of the meals, I would make sure that I had a lot of, let's say, green leafies or green beans, a lot of good vegetables with your protein. Another one of the meals, so if you're going to have the starch, let's say the potatoes, the stuffing, have that in one of those meals. It could be your first meal. Ideally, I think having it the first meal is the best, because your glycogen levels are open, they're wide open, and you've done your workout, you've done your intermittent fast, and so therefore they're primed, ready to uptake some glucose. So have your starches then with your first meal, with your 30 to 50 grams of protein. Now, in that meal, I would try not to do a ton of fat. I would do more like, let's say, 15, 20 grams of healthy fats, maybe olive oil, butter, maybe a little bit of butter, something like that you might have in there. And make sure you eat, but only have one serving. Don't overeat, don't overfill. Then come back and let's say you have, your meat and your vegetables, or maybe have dessert in the middle. So maybe 2 to 3 hours later, you come back, and that's when you have your pumpkin pie and your ice cream. Okay. Something along those lines. And then your last meal. So then save a little bit of room. So don't overeat on that either. And then come back, and in your last meal, have protein and veggies. Okay. So protein, 30 to 50 grams. So you could have a little bit more fats with that meal as well. So you might have, some gravy with your, with your turkey. For example, that would be your protein. And so that would be fats. You might have some butter on it, or maybe some olive oil or something along those lines. And then have a big salad with it, or green beans or something along those lines. So you're getting some good veggies, good fiber, good protein. Having that as your last meal will help you sleep better at night. Your blood sugar is going to be more stable after consuming more of the carbs earlier in the day. So that would be the strategy that I would recommend. Again, taking digestive enzymes, some stomach acid support before each of those meal times.